Hi, this is Leigh Ambergy, stampwithleigh.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mentor, Ohio, and thank you for joining me on today's video. And this is the card that I am featuring today, but we're going to change it up just a little bit. We're going to, what I'm going to say is dress this up just a little bit. We're just going to take it and add another step to it. It is still going to be very easy, very basic, very simple. So this card features, the greeting is from the Simply Said stamp set. And I use this stamp set a lot. It's got the different fonts, but it's got greetings for just about anything that you would need. And just a little disclosure that this stamp set will be carried over into the new annual catalog that comes out in May. What I also used is the Unbounded Love dies. These are not being carried over into the new annual catalog, but that doesn't mean that they won't show up as an online exclusive, that they will be moved over into the online exclusive, or they could be moved over onto the last chance list, which means last chance is last chance. Items on there, that's the last chance to get them. Once the inventory sells out, that product is gone. So I, probably won't find out more about that until May when the new catalog comes out. But these are the two dies from that die set that I will be using. And also this features the, oh my gosh, I don't have the designer series paper that is. I know it's an online exclusive. Let me go in my stash. Here it is. I didn't write that down. It's the Botanical Textures. So that's what, I'm almost sure that's what that designer series paper is. Oh gosh, and now every time I think I'm ready for a video, I'm not. I'm missing something. It's usually my brain. And you know what? I am not seeing, I am not, that is not Botanical, so just forget all about that. And let me see, that's, it's another online. Here it is. That's the Mixed Media Florals, and that is also an online exclusive. Holy cow, Leigh. So here we go. Let's get back to this card before I see what else I have forgotten. So we are starting with a piece of 5.5 by 8.5 basic white cardstock, and we're just going to fold that in half and burnish with a score line. And if you are watching this video from a YouTube channel, just copy and paste the link in the description box below. If that's not expanded, click on more to open that. And then that will take you to my blog post that has a listing of all of the products that I've used, including the designer series paper that I forgot. And also the card measurements. And again, though, this is just such a basic card. Very simple, very easy. So let me grab a mat so I can do my stamping and set that off, because you're going to be doing some die cutting. So yeah, I've got just a little hello stamp, and I'm stamping that in Memento Tuxedo Black. And I'm just stamping that onto a scrap of white cardstock. And unless you want to stamp something inside, that's it. We're done stamping. Get that out of the way. What I want to do is, if you have a scrap of black cardstock, that's great. If you don't, then I've got a piece of black here, because to step this up, what I'm going to do is just take and mount this DSP onto the black. So I've got my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss off to the side, because this just fits on this platform. And I'm die cutting this from the center of that piece of cardstock. And I'm going to run that through. So, and that was with the, oh gosh, I hope I grabbed the largest circle. Not so sure. Yeah, I did. Not so sure today. All right, now I'm going to die cut the hello. So I've got that. I'm going to die cut that, and I'm just going to grab a piece of low-tack paper tape just to hold my die in place to make sure it doesn't move. You can use a Post-it note, Post-it tape, yeah, whatever. I just have some, what it's called, mint tape. It's just low tack to make sure nothing shifts on me while I'm die cutting. And I'll use that again until there's, as my mom says, until there's no good left, until there's no stick left to that. So now we're just going to layer. So I want my ribbon to still go around here. And this is the Summer Splash ribbon. And again, this will not be in the annual catalog. And again, I don't know if it will be moved to the last chance list or if it will be online. Again, just haven't been notified about that yet. So yeah, my advice is, if you like it and you want it, grab it now to make sure that you can, that it's still available. So let me, I really don't have that much right there at the end. There we go. Hopefully I turned this over and it is still straight and even. Almost, kind of. There we go. I'm just going to apply some adhesive on the ends of my ribbon. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And again, I'm attaching this to a piece of basic black cardstock. And this is the only thing that I'm really changing on this card. I am, just like I said, stepping it up just to give it just a little something more. Like I said, this is perfectly fine the way it is. This, I am just really outlining that DSP with the black. I'm going to add some black dimensionals, and these come in the mini and also the regular size. I'm using the mini because that's what I seem to have an abundance of in the basic black. I think you get three sheets of those and one of the large size, or I don't know, whatever, but I seem to use the regular size dimensionals more than I end up using the minis. So I grab the minis. They all work the same regardless of their size. I'm going to attach this to my card base. Hopefully I'm centered. I am going to attach my greeting. Still down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to take my ribbon and just feed this over and just tie a knot. That's all I'm going to do. So I've got my knot. Trim down my ends here. Ooh, I don't like that one. I sometimes have a tendency to really go on an angle, and then it's kind of weird. My trick, if you don't remember or you're new to my videos, is whenever I attach a bow or anything like this, I take and slide a glue dot underneath it to just help that ribbon and that bow or whatever stay in place. So that's it. So here we go. The original, which there's nothing wrong with that. That's a very pretty card. To send to someone, just to say, hello, I'm thinking of you, or whatever. And then this one where we just stepped it up a bit by adding just the piece of basic black cardstock to frame the designer series paper. So again, that's it. Very simple, very basic. And this black and white paper, you could pick any color cardstock that you want to use with that. That's the great thing about this layout, and especially with black and white designer series paper. Again, you can pair this with any single color cardstock that you would want to use. So again, thanks so much for stopping by today. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Bye.